Good morning, everybody. Oh gosh, it's a beautiful day. It's finally hot. It finally feels like summer in Massachusetts. And I wanted to do this Facebook Live outside, but the sun is like so bright that I can't even be in front of the camera. And because this house is just covered with windows. Hi Beth, good morning. I'm so glad you joined us. And my cat is coming over to join us right now. She likes to be in these videos. But so today, as I was getting ready, I have to admit, I was a little bit slow this morning. I hit snooze a couple times. This week is super busy because we're packing up and we're actually moving. We're going to be on a new adventure this summer. Lots and lots and lots of amazing things to do. And so that it always causes tension for me in a good way. And this time around with our move, like I was super, super organized and methodical. And it was because I was managing my mind around the stress and knowing that it was going to get done and knowing that everything was going to be, thank you. I know it's a really big week. It's actually the week that, I am so excited because, David and I get to be together, and it's been all winter and all spring that we've seen each other every couple days and sometimes 3 days, and so we finally get to be together and we get to be a couple. But there's stress around that because of the children, all of our children kind of blending together. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about today. Today, as I was getting ready, I simply asked, I really want this message to reach one or two moms that need this message. And so it's I've been led to talk about career and choices around careers because the opportunity now that is available for women and men is to step into a career that is based on service rather than what we went to college for. And so I was speaking with David yesterday about how I have a master's degree, and that is not what I'm teaching. That is not what my career is even based on. I never had a business background, although I have always been a coach in one way or another. But my career is my service, and that was my choice. And what led me to that was the feeling of not enjoying my career anymore as a teacher, and knowing that there was something about that avenue that I was supposed to do, but also seeing where education could possibly be more supported by my work. And so I got basically called into service. And there's a mom out there who's going to watch this that is possibly feeling that in her career she might be needing to make a choice, or that she's stuck in her career and needs a tool to be able to help her realize something about her career. And what's coming through right now is that there is a choice. If your career feels heavy, if you're feeling stressed about your job, just simply know that there's other options out there. And if you want to discuss this, if you need one simple strategy in your career to help you move forward. Perhaps it's, an office situation that is stressful for you, or dealing with a boss, anything like that. Know that you have support, and know that wherever there is tension and whenever there is stress, that is actually the doorway to growth. And what happens is we forget, or we cannot see in those situations what the simple solution is, because stress actually acts as a blockage for us. And when we have a blockage, we cannot see how simple life is. So all of us that are struggling in our life with stress, I just call it stress, and this is, I actually know that this is a perfect message because my coach Shanda was talking about this in her message this week, was that it's opportunity. And to know how to walk through stress with the mind of an optimist, of asking, where's the lesson, how am I going to grow, and then seeing the abundance once you walk through the stress, is learning how to, you have transformed the everyday mom stress when you've gotten to that point. What is the question? I have a master's in education, Beth. Yeah, I have a master's in education. I was a teacher for 15 years, and I coached lots of athletic teams, college, high school, and now I am a mom's lifestyle coach. So the education, definitely, I've always been a teacher. I've always given back. Whatever I've been successful in and mastered in my own life, I've immediately started to teach. So definitely a natural born leader in that sense. So we're talking about careers, and we're talking about knowing that you have a choice in the career path. There are entrepreneurs that I meet with and I speak with every single day who have made the transition from working the 9 to 5, working for somebody else, working for a retirement plan, who are now millionaires. That, on a personal note, I always loved my career, but when it came to making a choice between family and money, I actually chose my family. At that point, I started to learn how to become an entrepreneur, and I have been building a business and will continue to build a business for the rest of my life. And that, what that means is that I've tapped into what is considered to be my soul wealth. And that means that because I am teaching lifestyle, I am teaching moms very, very, very important information that I find is crucial for them living the best life that they can live, that I actually have tapped into my legacy of wealth. And what that means is that I get to continue to give back. I get to continue to build my team, my leadership team, my influence, so that more and more women can hear my message. If you're listening to this and if this makes sense to you, I would love for you to share on your page. It would be amazing for more people to hear this. Just simply knowing that there is a choice as to how you go about your day. I've lived in 2 different lives. I've lived a life where I've been the martyr, and life has been really, really hard. And it was all because of the story that I was telling myself. I used to blame other people for my circumstances. I felt stuck, and I was unable to make really small decisions, but also when it came to making big decisions, I simply just didn't know how to do that and to do it with peace. And so, one of those things came when I made the decision to stop teaching, and the impact that had on my life was actually an amazing one. Through the stress that it did cause for other people around me, I actually remained extraordinarily peaceful and got to really, really focus on myself and my children for the first time ever, and that felt incredible. The other part of that has been, finally breaking free of everything that tied me down as a woman. And that came through making some really big personal decisions. One of them had to do with my career. The other had to do with my relationship. And, now I am completely in charge of my life. And I have an amazing group of people around me to support me. They're visionaries, they're leaders. Of course, I talk about David all the time, extraordinarily supportive. We have the same vision, we have the same goals. That's really important. And so when making big decisions, and career choices and things like that, I always follow my intuition, but I also am highly coached so that so that I know where I do get stuck, I have a plan. And so what I want to just do, I wanted to layer in the career thing just because I have been guided to talk about that. I think there's a lot of people right now who, just in talking to some of the women that I've met lately, a lot of people are asking themselves, what is my purpose? And my answer to them is, your purpose is where you're currently feeling stressed. My purpose was found, as children, and really changing the way love in families is felt and experienced. Also being able to give children, my children in particular, and then of my clients' children, the opportunity to see their mom thrive rather than simply survive. I've lived in survival mode, and it has been extraordinarily difficult. It was felt by my children as well. Now I'm thriving, and my children are thriving incredibly. Amazing opportunities are coming forward for all of us. And so, there's a choice there, but I couldn't do everything that I do right now if I was still teaching, if I was still in my career. So just simply knowing that there is a choice. I want to wrap things up right now because I have to continue doing a little bit of packing before my kids wake up. They were up really, really late. The sun is not setting until like 8:30 around here, so we were down at the beach enjoying the water until about 8:30 last night. It was so amazing. But so what I want to say is that I am moving this week, and things are very busy, but on Friday I have 3 spots open for where I'll be taking phone calls. And the phone call this week is really cool. I have, everybody has a unique situation that it's a wanting. They want to do something, right? But it feels really hard. And so they can't come up with a plan to do it. So they don't do it. And in the not doing it, there's stress. It's like they think about it. They're like, oh, I want to do it. This is not about something that you have to do. This is going to be a transformative experience for one mom, because once they do this thing that they want to do, but they don't yet know how to do it because they're scared. See, the stress blocks the how to do it. But what I have is a unique technique that allows me to read what it is and then give you the exact steps. So what happens when you get through this, it acts as a doorway. The stress is here. The how, you climb up, and then all of a sudden you shoot through, and you actually end up on the other side of that stress because you have done what you have wanted to do. And again, what happens when you get to that point is you get growth, right? You get the experience of doing something which grows you, which builds your confidence. This happened with a client of mine 2 weeks ago when I said, this is exactly what you need to do. I saw it in her energy. I said, once you do this, you're going to have a breakthrough. And she had not only had a breakthrough, she had several breakthroughs. And her stress and her everyday mom stress went down significantly because she did this one thing. And it was all something that was fun that she wanted to do. But let's face it, if we talk about fun and loading up the car and making lunches and getting kids from point A to point B and dealing with all the behavior problems, if we're looking at that as part of the whole recipe of going somewhere fun, chances are we're not going to do it. And so what I want to do is I just want to offer my expertise on Friday. You have to book. Like, you can't, I'm not going to leave my phone number, but you have to book. And this is going to be transformative for, 1 or 2 moms who want to have this experience. And again, knowing from experience and stress in my own life, it can build up and it can stop you in your tracks. It can spill out into your environment. That's when you start treating your kids, your spouse, and your colleagues. That's when you start to get sick, or you stress eat, any of those things. They all are derivative of stress, and there's always a way to transform it. So I'm going to leave the link to book your session with me. This is, these are techniques that I save for my VIP clients. This is not something that I give out very often, but it is my free gift to you. You simply just have to want it. I would love to talk to somebody this week about stress in their career and making a decision in their career as well. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.